whole situation happening in that auto shop about the workers making fun of Juneteenth and that black woman fearlessly walking out of that establishment. She said, y'all not gonna get my black dollar today.
Synergy Auto Care F around on Juneteenth, and definitely they're finding out. Let's talk about this. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So the automobile care company Synergy in the US got it coming for them. So what happened? Hey, before I go on, I just want to say happy Juneteenth to all my African American people out there. Like happy Juneteenth was just a couple of days ago. So apparently there's a CCTV of the company Synergy that was released by the company of them making joke of Juneteenth, and a black woman was sitting down there. And by the time the joke was being made, the black woman just looked at them and stood up and asked them to bring a car and simply walk out of the establishment. And this has struck an entire conversation because I feel like the company shared this video thinking that the woman is going to get dragged for it because they were the one that shared the video. But apparently it's a different twist now because people were not finding it funny. People are celebrating the black woman for removing herself from the from that disrespect. And you could clearly hear an employee from the company Synergy talking about, somebody asked, I think one of the customers asked, what is Juneteenth? A white woman asking what is Juneteenth, and they were like, oh, I guess it's just minimizing the celebration of black people. And people has gone to their Google review and start giving them 1 stars. Now they've taken down their Facebook page, their Google review page. They are literally apologizing and try to talk to the woman to apologize to the woman, but people are not here for it, okay? So anyway, guys, let's go check out the video, people's response to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
We're good, yeah.
Yeah, the first when I went to the bank, I got it.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do the already. That's fine.
Why are the banks closed tomorrow?
Juneteenth, new holiday they did a few years ago.
Okie dokie then.
I know, right? Pull my truck around, please. Pull my truck around and give me my keys to my truck. I don't want this done. Please go get my truck. Thank you.
Period. Period.
Is it this one right here? Yeah, no, it's a Mercury problem.
We said Juneteenth was the holiday tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not. Like,
You got mad at us?
here, he was like,
Yeah, some other banks were closed for the Juneteenth.
I don't even know what is Juneteenth.
Exactly, nobody really knows, but I think it's something to do with reparations or something.
Yeah. Pull my truck around and give me my keys to my truck.
Seconds after the customer leaves, a third customer in the waiting area asks,
What is Juneteenth?
Exactly, nobody really knows, but I think it's something to do with reparations.
Once word spread about the incident, the shop's owner, Josh Doherty, posted the footage online to explain what happened. He quickly removed the post and his business's Facebook page after receiving fierce backlash. What did your staff member mean by "I know right" in response to that customer?
She was thinking the holiday had a whole nother meaning. She was believing it had to do something with the school letting out teenagers where the teeth came from it.
WRAL made several attempts to contact the woman seen walking out in the video, which has now been shared widely on social media. Her relatives told us she was unavailable for an interview. Several accounts have voiced support for the woman. "Thank you for standing up for us at that shop, love," said one commenter. "You did the right thing," said another. The shop owner says he's since taken steps to educate the employee and the rest of his staff about Juneteenth, a holiday which became a federal observance in June 2021, commemorating the end of slavery in the U.S.
She doesn't really have a platform to say how much she apologizes for it and she wishes it never happened, but she tells me every day that, you know, she wishes it didn't go down that way and she didn't know and she wishes she would have known what she knew now.
Doherty says he has reached out to the woman in the video to apologize. Flint Snyder, WRAL News, Wilson.
Now, the shop owner claims that some of his employees have gotten after that exchange. He tells us no one has been terminated following the incident.
That lady gathered her belongings like Viola Davis, asked for her keys, and said, pull my truck up to the front at the Synergy Auto Care place. She didn't cut up. She didn't curse nobody out. She didn't act foolish. She said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to deny you the pleasure of my dollars. She was very demure, very mindful, very cutesy. Now the internet is in a tizzy, baby. People are ringing Synergy Auto Care up. But that's how you do it. You don't have to cut up. You don't have to holler and cuss them people out. When he made that off-color joke or that off-color remark about Juneteenth, she said, oh, okay. I get it. Understood. Grabbed her belongings so gingerly. Proceeded to tell a young man, oh, I need you to bring my truck to the front. Give me my keys. And I'm out of here. That's how you do it. You don't have to cut up. You don't have to act crazy. You ain't got to cuss nobody out. Just stop spending your money with these places.
Who said that the revolution isn't being televised? I disagree. Because I generally believe that black women are literally the main girl energy in every movement. Because to that black woman who decided to get up and walk out of Synergy because they disrespected Juneteenth in front of her, and she basically showed the power in our dollars. Do you know that black people spend $1.7 trillion? Yes, that's with a T. And she exercised that. Not only did she exercise her right as a consumer to walk away from an establishment who don't have respect for who she is as a person, she also sets the standards on how Juneteenth will be seen moving forward. That business has now, their reviews are at 1.7. Literally, they had to take their phones off the hook. And today, a white creator showed that they don't have customers, not even white customers, because they underestimated the audaciousness in their behavior. And that is televised by a black woman.
Happy Juneteenth to everyone, but especially to my black queen who was in the Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina. And when them Pimple Plus people started disrespecting Juneteenth in the Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina, she got up, asked for her keys, told them to pull her truck around, and left the Synergy Auto Care in Wilson, North Carolina. Her response was 10 out of 10, and that's how we all need to be responding. We're not going back and forth. We're not doing all that talking. We're simply taking our time, our energy, and especially our money and going somewhere else. It is 2025. The ignorance and the disrespect is a choice. They don't know about Juneteenth because they don't care enough to educate themselves about Juneteenth. And if they don't care, we need to make sure their pockets are as empty as J-Lo's were when she tried to go on a concert tour. And I don't want to see them post any fake ass apology either, because the fact that even after she walked out, they weren't like, maybe we should educate ourselves on what Juneteenth is, but instead uploaded that video themselves. I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. Is this level of stupidity something that you've worked on for a while, or are you a natural born talent? Like, what's going on? Moving forward, when businesses show their racism, the only correct answer is the target treatment. When they show you they don't care, take your time, energy, and money elsewhere. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
I have to send the biggest happy Juneteenth to the sister that was sitting in that auto care place in Wilson, North Carolina, heard those racists hee and hawing about Juneteenth, and immediately, without a second thought, told them to give her key, told them to get her truck, and immediately, and with expediency, removed herself. A queen. Now, I personally don't believe in the respectability politics that sometimes we don't have to knuck and buck, because we've seen throughout history where we have shown up suited and booted and still get treated with disrespect. But in this case, that sister handled that situation with so much dignity and self-respect, not allowing anybody to gaslight her or give her any fake or false apology. And I don't know who released the video and thought that that was a good idea, because the video wasn't on a cell phone. The video actually came from the auto care store. It doesn't pay to be racist, huh? And whether it's Target or whether it's a rage baiter here on social media, that's how I wish black folks would handle folks like that. We're not giving you a dime, we're not engaging, and we're not giving you a second to create some fake ass apology. Be racist with your whole chest so we know exactly where you stand. Happy Juneteenth to that sister.
Synergy Auto Care in North Carolina is currently receiving a lot of backlash and negative reviews, and it is well deserved. When you work for an establishment, especially when you work face-to-face with customers, you have to know that any personal beliefs that you may have, whether it's political, religious, or as in this case, you just don't like a particular holiday, you have to keep that to yourself, especially when you're old enough to know that what you're saying will directly affect someone that's sitting next to you. The only thing that I was happy to see in that video was when that woman got up, simply asked for her keys, and walked out that establishment. She didn't cause a scene. She didn't curse anybody out, because y'all know if she did that, it would have gave so many people online a reason to try to justify what happened to her. There's absolutely nothing you can do to justify that employee's action in that situation. And I hope that person gets terminated ASAP.
Synergy Auto Care. You know, when you play stupid games, y'all know the rest. You know you done effed up, right? I said you know you done effed up, right? See, my favorite thing about this is this should be a lesson to the people who've been doing this recently. And we all know them, the ones who can't remember what holiday it is. They don't understand why they have off today. It's just some new thing. Or like the person in that video actually said, it's some reparations thing. Now that's connected to your digital footprint. When President's Day comes around, we not confused about what day it is. 4th of July come around, we not confused about what day it is. Memorial Day, Veterans Day, any holiday you can imagine that you would normally get off for. We don't say nothing. We just appreciate the day and keep it moving. But you gotta make a point. You gotta drag it that you don't understand why this is a holiday. Well, congratulations. Now Juneteenth will always remind you of the day that you almost ruined your business. Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Because it is a holiday. It means something to millions of people. And you don't get to dog it just because, God forbid, black people had anything to celebrate after slavery.
To the sister that stood up and said, give me my truck. Drive my truck around, please. I applaud you for standing your ground. Synergy Auto Care, you need to count your days. How in the hell you gonna say, what is Juneteenth? Then you gonna laugh it off saying, oh, some type of made up holiday that they made. It's something dealing with reparation. What the ignorance, the audacity that these white people did and disrespected our holiday. Then you're going to want to know what is Juneteenth. And then you want to laugh at it. Then you want to like eyeball at the black lady because she's the only one in the office. I mean, in the rooms getting her car serviced and everybody else is white. If you don't know what Juneteenth is, that's what Google is for. Now, she did way better than me because this right here, every last one would have got their ass cussed out. And then you're going to have the nerve to walk out to see how she doing. But you ain't thought about that by saying, boy, shut up, don't even say nothing about Juneteenth. And you know she was disrespected. Of course, all of us was disrespected. Because if you would have known what Juneteenth was, all you got to do is do your damn research. Don't even say anything else about it. This just lets you know that racism still exists. I would not spend any of my coins at any business if I know there's going to be nothing but disrespect. And they know damn well they was dead wrong for disrespecting Juneteenth holiday. If you didn't know what it was, you should have did your research. Good luck getting your business back up and running because I seen your little 1.2 stars. Good luck. I mean, who's going to come to you guys now when you have low ratings? Let you know the level of disrespect and the ignorance that you guys have. So, good luck with that. And again, to my sister that stood her ground, happy Juneteenth to you. Happy Juneteenth.
Please go ahead and let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. Okay, but please, as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts, okay? But please, guys, be respectful. Okay, we're not here to talk. We're just here for conversation. So for me personally, I am so beyond happy on how everything, like everybody has said, I'm so happy on how it's been handled. But clearly, this company actually shared this CCTV, this video, thinking that they were going to get, like the woman is going to get some type of backlash or what, I don't know, whatever was in the head of whoever shared the video from the company, thinking that it will favor them in this place. And this is why, like, as people in 2025, you cannot claim ignorance, you cannot claim you don't know. And when you, as a Black person, you try to educate people, or not even educate, try to talk about people like, oh, I don't get it, it's not because you're not Black. And this is why, like, at 2025, a group of people that are not Black don't even know what Juneteenth is, an holiday that you've been celebrated for a couple of years now. You've not taken your time to say, like, what's this holiday? Let me know what this holiday is. Me, that's not even an American, I know what Juneteenth is. And you, that is an American that live in America, that is celebrating that holiday, you don't even want to take your time to go. Rather, you're making a mockery of it and kiki kakaing about it, and like, oh, I don't know, maybe. And the fact that the owner of the company even did that news interview and still don't know what Juneteenth is, that says a lot. And when I say that non-Black people really don't F around with what we as Black people were going through, all our history, or want to inform themselves, they really don't. This just even remind me of, there was this time I went to the point of no return in Senegal. And if you go to that place, if you've ever been there, please let me know down in the comment section. You go to that place, you will see a lot of white people there. And I remember going through that island and going through the history on the slave point and all that. The name of the island is Goree Island. Okay, that's it. I remember I was literally bawling my eyes out. They telling the history and everything that happened on that soil. Just really, like, that video is so heavy, so heavy for me, that I was bawling my eyes out on how slaves were treated and all that. And all through, you could clearly see the colonizers' generation, the white people there. And surprisingly, there were a lot of white people there coming there. You could see how much they were so excited, and I don't understand why a place like that would get them excited. Taking pictures, I took pictures. I'm not even going to, like, I took pictures with Maria, but it was a heavy, like, even just stepping into that place, you can feel the heaviness in the air. You can feel the energy there is so heavy. You know, a lot of evil things was done on that land, but no, the excitement there. And I remember going through it. I remember I was a little bit really angry, even just seeing how excited they are about it. I was like, so what was the reason they were coming here? What were they coming here to do? To come and see the work that their ancestors did. And even at that is hokiki kakain. I remember I cried all through it. And I know, yes, everybody have different way of showing their emotion. My girl Maria was there. Maria didn't share any tears, but you could tell that it was heavy in her. But no. So this is, eventually we had the conversation. I was like, I realized that, and that was where I realized that as much as we connect with our ancestors and a lot of things that was done to Black people, especially Black people from West Africa and the transatlantic slave, which is the African American people, a lot of times when you're the one going through, you're the only one that can feel it. And I feel like that's why they don't care. They won't care. They will never care. It is what it is. Just keep it moving. But as they don't care, we as Black people, we will go where we are welcome, where we're not disrespected, where we're not belittled, where we're not we're overreacting or try to minimize our experience of being a Black person, of being who we are. No, we're not going to do that. And I do love how this woman handled it, just taking her money and just walking away like, you're not gonna get my money. And I hope, like, a lot of Black people really do this. Go where you're welcome, and if you're just being disrespected, rather than going back and front, which is something I like doing sometimes, try to educate. I'm getting to that place where I'm not going to educate anybody, just walk away quietly. Get it? Just walk away quietly. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this video, this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations, so go on and share it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.